So why do we need a Copenhagen campus? Denmark is in need for talent. By 2019 already, we'll lack 105,000 people with a higher education. And while international students seek Denmark for education, 2/3 of them leave us again.
Most of all, I'd like to welcome you all on behalf of ThinkTankTalents, but primarily on behalf of Vibeke and myself. And I hope that you will have a very good day and an afternoon together with us. And then I'd like to introduce our moderator for the day, Maria Pejder from AP Møller Mærsk, who's standing here. Over to you, Maria.
Thank you very, very much, Annette, and thank you all for coming to this extremely important event.
Denmark needs to attract gifted students and accomplished researchers from all over the world. And we need to hold on to international talents once they're here. International students contribute to the diversity of the study environment and thus enhance the quality of the Danish universities. And international students represent a unique resource for Danish companies. They are highly qualified and they are culturally competent. Initiatives from the government can't stand alone. I see Copenhagen campus as a supplement to the government's initiatives. And it is crucial that we coordinate our efforts in this case. I do wish you all the best with the project.
Thank you very much for your kind invitation to be present here today in this historical and beautiful surroundings. I see Copenhagen challenges as a great opportunity. I say we can and shall do both. We can both maintain and develop Copenhagen as the coolest, greenest city in the world and at the same time challenge other European capitals on growth rates. Copenhagen municipality has supported the ThinkTankTalents works with the idea of a Copenhagen campus together with the capital region of Copenhagen, the University of Copenhagen, businesses and funds. We believe that we have to stand together in order to open Copenhagen to the world.
Dear ThinkTankTalents, dear Annette and Vibeke, thank you and congratulations on delivering this comprehensive study and recommendation for Copenhagen campus. The study is motivated by an important issue, how Denmark can increase our talent pool by better integrating the 16,000 students who come here every year, as well as the many researchers who find interest in Denmark. However, studying in Denmark is also living in Denmark. We must ensure we value these talented people in choosing Denmark. And this is where Copenhagen campus will make a difference. With the concept of integrating students and researchers of a Danish and international background in an environment of housing, business, culture and trade, Copenhagen campus will help integrate and retain these talented students.
I'm Mihai, I'm from Romania, and I came to Denmark 2 years ago, and I started as an intern at Microsoft. In my first year, even if IST helped me a lot with finding accommodation, I had to move 4 times. And in the second year, when I became a student, it was a little bit easier, only 2 times. Yeah, so in 2 years, I moved in total six times from place to place, and you can imagine it's a lot of work.
I was thinking, Mihal, if you could make a wish list and get 3 wishes granted from Vibeke and Annette and the Copenhagen Campus Project, what would those 3 wishes be?
Well, I would like the campus to be placed in such a place that it's easy to reach my work and my wish to live with international people. And my third one also would live with Danish people, because I learned that it can be friendly. It can be friendly if in the right circumstances.
Financial guy, and I must admit that sometimes we are perceived more or less like dream killers. I'll come back on that in respect of the campus idea. And I would say that even though you might not think it, then it is true that I can be friendly in the right circumstances. Finally, the Copenhagen campus, and as I started with, I might be friendly in certain circumstances, and I would say that from my perspective, I perceive this idea as a super brand, super idea. The Copenhagen Carlsberg campus can only be a great thing. I shall not say. So I wish you all the best with the campus, and let's have a coherent strategy for attracting and retaining the foreigners. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the invitation to come here today to address this very, very important topic. I also want to congratulate you with all your effort here. I think it's a very interesting concept, and I would like to support it as much as we can. But when we talk about the talent, we can basically compose them into three kinds of talents in this industry. First of all, we need all the researchers. We have about 45,000 students all dealing with life science studies or educations at the moment. We have about 7,000 PhDs within this area, but we need in the future a lot more. Not only in research, but also somebody who knows how to develop a new drug. I read the other day that about 90% of all PhDs in the world are Asians at the moment. That gives a little bit indication that a lot of things will be moving eastward if we don't do something specifically here to attract. So when we talk about talents, it's not just students, it's also researchers, it's employees, and it's board members, because we need to have an international outlook. But there is a lot of opportunities here to go for, but if we want to preserve this industry, we've got to do something now. But I want to congratulate you, and I also want to tell you that we at the MBA would like to support this as much. We don't have 1.8 billion at the moment, but we have a very extensive international network and a lot of private-public partners, so maybe that can be of help, because I think this is a very, very important initiative. Thank you.
Our idea with this Copenhagen campus came out of the recent debate on the lack of skilled talent in Denmark. It's our vision to create a living environment which can be such strongly branded that it will attract people from all over the world, and it will be somewhere where people would like to come and live. It's very important to us in our project that the project is sustainable in all respects. We need it to be financially sustainable. That's of course top of my list because I'm a financial person, and without that we don't go anywhere. But we also need to be environmentally sustainable. We need to implement all the new technologies within renewable energy, all the things you can do to actually create buildings and architecture which is CO2 neutral. And last but not least, we need it to be a social, sustainable place. We need to create room for people with special needs and skills. It is a very ambitious project. We would like to build approximately 1,100 rooms and approximately 400 flats. The rooms for the students and the flats for older students, for trainees, and for research people. We do not believe it's possible to realize our dream if we cannot make a project where everybody works together. We have to have the universities supporting this, we have to have the business life, the state, and the city. But so far, I can only say that I've been overwhelmed with the positive response from everybody, and I'm quite sure that we're going to reach it.
My comment is meant to be a bit on the Danish culture seen from my point of view, my very brown eyes. Every culture has its own implicit rules, and being a foreigner, it's a basic requirement that you get to know those rules before you can decode them. But once you have done that, you get a lifetime membership to the odd tribe called the Danes. Was called up, and you have to move the boxes around because the good customers, they should have something cold from this box. So you turn it around, put the warm beers in the bottom and the cold one up. Standing here on the premises of Carlsberg's founder, it's fun to look back and use the expression as a wrap-up of how Danes meet other people and how much common sense means if you want to navigate into the Danish culture. The aim and the ideas of Copenhagen campus is to attract young talents, but how do we make them understand our codes? How do we invite them into our circle of hygge? The circle where we meet people as friends and would do something extra nice because they are our friends around. Today I can say that I have become a member of the Danish tribe, and when I drink something cold from the box, my box contains a variety of drinks with flavors sour as lime, sweet as honey, good smelling like the elderberry flowers, and hot as chili. Thanks for the attention.